So, how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling okay actually.
From last session, what are your thoughts about it?
I felt actually comfortable. I was really happy at that moment, even though I was really worried how it's going to be. I'm actually comfortable. I feel good about it.
Okay. So, from last session, we discussed about the situations and what are the difficulties you face and how your friends reacted on all that. So, let's introspect further about it.
Okay.
So, from the last session, I asked you to mention a diary and write about the thoughts and feelings you face, right?
Yes.
Did you do it?
Yes, I tried doing it.
Okay. Can I see it? So, here you have mentioned the situation of speaking in front of people. What are the thoughts you got there?
While I was starting to write, actually, I really felt so difficult in like putting my words on how I thought during the situations. So what I did was like whenever I tried to write it down, I felt really distracted with other things. So I tried to write during the night, like when before going to sleep. So at that point of time, initially it was very difficult to like find out what my thoughts really are in those situations, or even the moment itself. So I felt so sad at the moment, like why am I not even able to put up, like come out with something that is within me. So I, for the first 2 days, I was really not able to write. I just kept it away. I was very sad, but later I started to like think about it. I thought like, okay, I'll put it in my own words, even if how it's going to be. So I tried to think about the situation that I earlier like used to have, and I tried to put it those words. So at the time I was able to come out with something, like, but I'm not really sure whether it's whether those are the thoughts that I really do have.
Okay. So here you have mentioned that what your friends or what others will think if you go wrong in certain when you're doing the presentation. No? Can you please elaborate on that?
Um, it is the first. It is the first thought that I wrote. The main reason, like the main reason behind is like even when I'm trying to say something, I don't know whether it's they are doing it uh, consciously, but the way they look at me feels make me feel like, okay, what if I go wrong? What if I make some mistake? How are they going to take it? Because in the childhood, I used to have such experiences where they used to, I wouldn't say they used to judge me. They used to tease me for what I say. They used to say that, what stupidity are you telling? So that kind of things is still there in my mind. So whenever I try to, even not just for the formal presentation as such, when I'm with my family, when I'm with my even my close friends, I'm not able to put like come out with my opinions or my ideas, because I always feel like, what if it is going to be wrong and they again say like, you are stupid, why you are saying all these things, it is not going to work, or it is not what we meant. So that always like roam around me. So I always be conscious about, like, I really wanted to put my 100% in everything that I'm involved into, but this thought of like whether I'll be wrong always haunt me.
Okay. So what are the emotions you feel that time?
I feel really sad. Even the time I was writing, I was crying because I was not able to put up my feelings at that situations. And one thing I realized when I was writing is that I don't value my emotions or what I'm going to feel, even when like the presentations, if I'm going to do it in a good way, I might feel good, I might feel great, but thinking about others, not prioritizing me, would always make me feel so bad. So I was really sad in the sense, like, I always consider others and neglect my emotions and my feelings towards each situations.
Okay. So you said you were feeling sad and people were would talk about you, will judge you, all those thoughts were hunting you. So do you recall any situations like that which had happened before or something like that?
A situation once happened like 2 months back, almost 2 months back, where I was going through all these situations where I was not able to handle myself. I felt so helpless. So I went and talked about this to my friend, my classmate. So she was teasing me like everyone else. I didn't expect that. So that time also I felt the same. Even not just my opinions, not just my feelings. Even if I share my problems, they are still doing the same thing. So I really don't. Sometimes I feel like I really don't want to be with them. At that situation where even my close friend was doing that to me, the way she reacted itself made me feel like I really want to run away from this place and stay somewhere where no one is around me. I really, at times, usually most of the time, I feel like I really don't want to be around anyone. Want to be like be myself. I want to be free, so that I want to be away from everyone else. So that was a situation that really made me feel like even no one understands me. My family, they're staying far away. So she was my close friend. So even she was not able to understand my emotions.
Okay. How did you feel that time?
At the point of time, I felt so bad and worthless because I don't know how to put up in words. I felt so bad.
Okay, here you said worthless. What do you define the word worthless here? Can you elaborate?
For me, worthless in my life means like even if I do anything if I do for myself, for others, usually I try to do for others, I don't prioritize myself. So it's up to no use. Whatever I do, whatever I say, no one recognizes that, no one gives a value to that. So I feel like worthless. What even the minute that I stay with anyone else, even with myself, I feel like it's up to no use.
Okay. I can see that you have faced so many difficulties and gone through so much, and I really appreciate you sharing all these information with me. I know it was hard for you, right?
Yes, it was really hard.
Okay, so while during those presentation times or something, what did your other classmates and teachers say, or what did they react to the way you presented, etc.?
Like in some situations, they tend to be like, you were really not over the place, you should not do this. Sometimes in some presentations, they really appreciated me. I seen my teacher coming to me and appreciating the fact that you did it. It was really nice. And but after some present, even though I did the presentation very well, the approach from my friends like, you should not do like this, it's very bad, how about us, you are doing it very bad. So those kind of comments were there. Initially I used to feel like, okay, let them say, but slowly it started affecting me.
Okay, here I can see that you can do the presentation well and you have got appreciation from your friends and also teachers. That's a really good thing. So it's not like you can't do the presentation, you can do it. So that is a very positive way, and I think you can do it.
Yeah, now only I felt thing like I can do it. The thing is like I can do the presentation and all. I can be being not, but mainly in like big stage where many audiences are there, be with them in my small spaces. But that conscious thought, like how are they going to take it, how are they going to react mainly, that makes me feel like give up. Those things comes to my mind frequently.
Okay, from the previous session, you mentioned that the thoughts before your presentation are disturbing you more than the reaction or recognition what you get. So, can you think and elaborate on that?
Now before, as I said, like the reaction really matters. I become conscious of how they are reacting, but still in deep within, the thoughts they have before the presentation really reads the situation. Because sometimes only in one or two presentations and some of the situations where I was able to tell something, I was able to do it in a nice way, just because I had a thought where I can do it. Whatever happens, just do it. So those thoughts were there at only that time. It's just 1 or 2 times, and I was able to do that well. That's why I said that the presentation was really nice. But in most of the cases, most of the other cases, what happens is my thought will be like, how they're going to be, I'm going to make it worse, everyone is going to be like this. So that thoughts that I always have before the presentation, that really plays a major role in me ruining everything, making it more worse, and making the others to again start. Yeah,
It's good that now we came to know that the thoughts which you get before the presentation is really disturbing you and not the reaction or what people will think. So we can concentrate on that, and it's really good that we came to know and you identified it, right?
yeah, I do hope that I can work on it. Like, I was really, even while writing the thoughts that I have, I never felt like that is the main reason behind going through all these situations. I still thought that what others are going to think of me, what I still prioritized what they are going to think, even though I was aware of it.
Yeah.
Like, I should prioritize myself, my values, my feelings. But still, the reason behind, the reason that I kept for my problem was their reaction. But now I started slowly realizing that it's not just them, they are also part of it, I cannot deny that. But still, the thoughts that I have even before the situation that is going to happen, the thoughts that I am going to have, that going to be with me, is also like really matters, I think. Like, the presentations that I've done very well, the thoughts were really nice, but yeah, now I can really understand that.
Yeah, good. So now let me give you a homework. You have to take your diary and you'll be writing certain things of appreciating yourself. If you're doing small things, morning you wake up, you do your bed, or you exercise, you take a good meal, you are appreciating yourself. So when you do that, you come, take your diary, and you'll be writing, I'm proud of myself. Good, I feel proud of myself, and you did a good job of appreciating yourself. Okay, will you be able to do that?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, so let's end our session today, and in the next session it will be around after 4 days. So when you come back, we'll deal with the homework further. Okay?
Okay.